Hello, everyone. Yep, it is time. This is the 300 subscriber special and a well-deserved one. I just want to say thank you. If you saw the previous, I guess you could say, trailer about it, it unlocked in 3 days. It's been 3 days. Yeah, and I opened my phone. I'm like, oh shit, 300 subscribers right there. I never thought I'd ever hit that. At this time last year, it was just 80 subscribers. I remember I did the haunted house as a. That wasn't good enough, so finally, I guess over the years I bought so much obscure stuff and got a lot of subscribers from it. Here's another obscure one to add to the collection. All I'll say is thank you guys. And there'll be a lot more videos to come, and there is. But let's get on to the video. This does have a very long story behind this before I actually open this. So, I guess I'll show the whole label on it because I didn't really in the video. The description is Airblown Skeleton on Rocket Bike, TG, I don't know what that stands for. Date 2007, factory number, and the item number. It's just a plain white box. The box is in great shape. There's a number written on it. That's just part of the item number. So this was made in 2007 for the 2008 season. If you don't know, Gemmy is a year ahead of time. Like right now, they're probably finishing up 2024 because they have to be ahead of time. So this was made for that year and picked. I don't know exactly where this was sold at. I'm guessing Christmas tree shops, but no one actually has the bike. I've seen one video on it, and that one, it was a review and then it was in the display, but it was already thinned pretty bad when the guy bought it. So, and that was like 4 years ago, that video, so I'm guessing that one does not exist anymore. I don't know if I'm the only one owning it in the community. I've never seen another one. I've never seen the actual box for it. I would like to, but this is the prototype for it. 2007, that makes this one pretty rare. You don't really see a lot of old prototypes around anymore because of how old they are. No one, you give it to the wrong hands, they're not treated right, and they're just pretty old. You don't see them as much. There's only a couple on eBay. It's the same tag. I got this on Mercari from a good friend of mine named Robert Beard. Thank you. He originally wanted like 450, I think it was, for this, which was very much. But he sent me an offer for 180 because he just wanted it gone. And I've been watching it for months. I never thought I'd get it. And I ended up getting it. I bought it immediately. I'm like, oh, Jesus, I gotta buy this now. So it has a produce box inside, like the cut label. It is very weird, but I think I put it back in the bag when I opened it to test it. But it actually has, I don't know if he put those in there, or they came with that, the old instructions. The old bag of tethers, which actually have, they are golden. And there's 2 light bulbs in there. Can anyone tell me what gold means? I've only seen some select inflatables with gold. Are those like for the prototypes or for like the first inflatable made out of like, let's say 100? I always thought it meant something special, but I never found proof to prove it. So if I can just slide them out of the box. Now with a prototype, there is hand-painted features on this, but they are made to withstand weather conditions. He's been used outside, I think, like 1 or 2 years. But there is no staining on him, and he looks pretty brand new. So, let me just unravel him all. He is pretty big. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be, honestly. But he has a black base here. Black fan with string. I don't really like the string on it. Not really a fan of it. I do not know what the fan is because there was no fan numbers those years, I believe. If I can get the wire, that'd be great. Let me just flush him out and move him around a little bit. Hopefully I have it facing the right way. If not, I'm going to have to turn him around. He should be facing the right way. Let's plug him in. He inflates pretty quick too, so that's nice. Yeah, I had to put the phone down for that. I couldn't fucking hold it. Okay. Yes, is not the right way. Great. So let me put him up here in the center of the room. And there you go. Move everything back. There is the prototype for the rocket bike. Definitely a gem to behold. Extremely rare. I'm guessing this is one of one. I've never seen another prototype of it. But, inflation. Pretty tight. Not really on the arm, but very tight. No thinning, but you can see paint features. I can feel the difference. I can feel it on there. I don't think the paint should crack off. The only paint is on there. These yellow portions here. And on the tires and the skull and crossbones on his jacket. Now there's a lot of other variants of bikes that Gemmy has made over the year. But this was always my favorite one. I saw it in a video. The official one that was not thin. That's another video. I forgot about that one. But that has not been in this guy's video for a while, so I'm guessing he does not own it anymore. And I was very happy when the prototype came up for sale. You see, there was a lot talked about. There's a lot talked about this. There's a lot to talk about. Yeah, take it all in. So, we start from the front. You see he has one wheel with these skinny things, which is the reason why Gemmy does not make these bikes anymore, really. I know there's one coming to Lowe's this year, the new Snoopy one, so I wonder how they're going to use that. I think they made it a little bit smaller, that's about it. But the wheel just hangs loose there. And it could sometimes move. There is actually under it, though. I don't know in the release version, but there is a tether. There is your first tether right there. So you can tether it to the ground. Alright, so I've always wanted a bike. I've seen a lot of them. The one I've seen the most common is the skeleton with the yellow and pink polka dot, what's it called on his head? I call it do-rag, but that's not really what it's called. It's, I think handkerchief, whatever you want to call it, wrapped around his head. So you have the front dashboard panel with mirrors and stuff. And his hands are actually crescent around levers. And I never even noticed this detail here, this bony detail on his gloves. I love the color scheme, I really do. The red and the green. Here is your first tether point on his body. It is a metal D-ring. It is the same on the other side. Let's see. If you shake, just go to the front, you can see there is his face. I think they've used this a couple times on other things. Well, you see, this thing is in great shape. There is no wearing out spots whatsoever. And what made me really like this one, I love his yellow mohawk. No other ones have that. I'm going to change the light bulbs out of him because they're pretty close. I can feel his fabric getting hot. Apparently, Gemmy everyone's like banning C7, so they're all going LED, so I will be changing them out to LED to stop. I think it starts thinning with C7s, but because it gets the fabric hot, so it has to like help thinning happen. But there's the detail on his back, a nice skull and crossbone artwork, and whatever this is right there, I don't know what that is. I think it's like something, but here's like the base of it. Very tight, as you can see, cannot really push it on that. And then you have his back wheel with his exhausts. These don't inflate really tight because how skinny they are, sadly. This one's actually twisted. They sewed it. Oh wait, can I fix that? Okay, never mind. Inflates tighter. It was twisted on that side. It's not twisted on this side, okay. But there's the other D-ring. And now, without further ado, the tethers on the bottom. I think there's one more under the back wheel, but there is no more. And then there's the base on it. And then you can see his feet. The bottom area. I thought in the picture this was part of his boot. Make it longer, but he is stitched on to the peg right there. But we can see it with the lights cut now. You see, he does light up pretty good. You can tell what he is, definitely. He will be around a bunch of other things this year, so he will light up better. There's 5 light bulbs. There is 3 in the bike itself. There's 1, there's 2. There's 1 behind him, that's 3. There's 4, there's 1 right here. And 5 is in his head. And then nothing in the front of it, nothing in the bike. wheel, sadly. Wish there was. Well, you can see him at night. He does light up pretty good, so that is good. You can see what he is. Now, he will be used this year, but I don't think I'm going to put him out till later. You know, in Florida, during Halloween, it gets pretty hot. And because he's really rare, it's my responsibility to keep him in good shape. This one and probably another one will not be going out till a little bit later. I also wanted to try and give him a sound box with motorcycle sounds. Motorcycle revving its engine. I think that'd be pretty cool. But, yeah, I figured I'd take a nice long video here. And you take it all in one last time before I cut out. Well, there you have it, guys. It's the 2007 prototype skeleton on rocket bike. And this bike does exist in the real world. I did look it up. There's a lot of other bikes out there. They never come up in good shape. So all bikes are pretty rare. Just know that, in good shape. I would like to get a bunch of other ones, which is probably why I will not be using him after this year. I will be keeping him until I get a bunch of other vehicles. Not the hot rod. I don't care about that one. That one already is wearing, so I know it's not going to last me much longer. But I want to do like a show, like make a car show kind of like in a display one year and have other bikes lined up in front of it, like they're all lined up like for a car show. I've seen some people do it, but they never went into it extensively and did like 6 or 7 vehicles. And that's what I liked about old Gemmy. They used to do a lot of crazy vehicles like this with bikers and stuff, and hot rods and hearses. They did the hearse a couple of years last year. I love that one. I have to get that. I just like the creepy vehicles they do, like bikes and stuff. Very awesome. Very vintagey and very badass, I should say. But we start rambling along, and thank you guys for 300 subscribers. I appreciate it, and this is a well-deserved special. I promise I'll keep buying awesome stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much.